Hi, Ken. The app crashed. This is crazy. It is unstable after all, but anyway. Hello and welcome back. Let me see. Let's see where we are here. Alright. This should all be. Alright. This should be live now. This is waiting for Taiwan Live. What does this say waiting for? Why does it say waiting? I can't stand this. Think it hadn't started yet? Okay. Sylvia's here. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Sylvia. Yep, it's running and go out and in. I don't know why it does this. This is really strange. I have no idea why it says waiting. It's supposed to be live. We're running live. We're running live. I don't get it. I don't get this. Stop it. This iPhone sucks. Okay, here we go. I see it now. Here we are. We're live. Okay. We're on the air. Hi, Sylvia. How are you? Nice to have you with us. You know, I'm taking a break from alcohol. This is tea. As I was explaining earlier tonight, I'm trying to, I just taking a couple of days off from alcohol, and this is what happens. I need to have a drink. Anyway, I was next door when it got busy, and I'm kind of pissed because I ordered some food and it didn't get ordered. It's just, I don't know. What can I tell you? Anyway, I've lowered the resolution to 360. And I'm trying to avoid the reconnect problem, okay? Here's my Wi-Fi box. It's out. My Wi-Fi box is out of the it's out of the bag. I don't know why that does that thing where it says waiting, waiting, waiting. I don't know. I don't get that. Anyway, there's a couple things I wanted to say tonight, and I started to say them. I've done 2 other live streams. The app crashed on the last stream, and when it crashed, it left it in an unfinished state. I think it was just sitting there spinning. And when I started the app again, that's when it told me, you know, that I could reconnect or I could end it. Great. So all these people were hanging on. Sorry about that. A couple of things I wanted to say. I'm going to consolidate everything under Taiwan Live TV. That's where I want the follows. I think that's where I'm going to do everything from now on. No more postcards yet, although I did send Win-Win a postcard from Bali. It hasn't gotten here yet, which is surprising. I thought it would have got here by now. Anyway, how are you, Sylvia? And nice to have you with us. I think Sylvia's still here. You know, this shouldn't be, it should not be so difficult to live stream. It just shouldn't. It shouldn't be this difficult, you know, and I don't know why it is. I have no idea. Periscope just sucks, and you can't use it for anything afterwards. It's one of my main problems. If I do something epic, I want to share it on my website. Can't do it. You know, Twitch, yeah, unless you're a partner or pay money, you only keep your streams for 14 days. That's all right. But if you pay money, they only keep them for 60. It's not like it's permanent. So, What we got? Anyway, currently streaming. Let's look at what Twitter says. All right, so not that. Cancel. Wait a minute. Still streaming. All right. This should not be that difficult. You know, Twitch is not where I need to be. There's too many gamers. And that's fine. That's what they do. It's just saying it's not where I need to be. And Periscope's not where I need to be either. I think YouTube is where I need to be, but the problem is I can't get on the app. They haven't rolled out YouTube Live to me, so I'm using other apps. Now, Camera-Fi is another one that I've used in the past. It seems to work. I found this app a couple of days ago and trying to test it. I tell you, I don't know why. It's just not easy to get these things going. This app crashed a little while ago. I had a constant reconnecting issue. YouTube does that. I don't know why. I lowered my resolution to 360. It was 720, but 720 is 60 frames a second. You can't change that. You can't change it to 720 by 30. It's 720 by 60, and it's 1080 by 60. That is really, really data hungry. It's okay. I've got unlimited data. It's just that you need a fat pipeline, and sometimes on mobile you don't have the luxury of having a big fat pipeline. So anyway, I think I've lost everybody. Shows I've got one person viewing, but I don't know if that's actually true. I got 92 subscribers though, which supposedly, according to their rules, if I can get 100, then I can get the live streaming app. Although I think they have, in fact, rolled it out to everybody. Okay, Sylvia says I'm still listening. Thank you for that. Thank you. That lets me know that you're still there. I appreciate that. So, hang on. Let me pause this. Oh, man, I hate this iPhone. It just shouldn't be that hard to get these things done, you know. Broadcast, I really appreciate how good Broadcast was. People used to compare it to Periscope and other stuff, but it was on, you know, its own thing. And you know, with the voice messages that it could do, I mean, and there wasn't a lot of competition from whatever. I'm just saying, you know. Yeah, I'm back in the house. It just said reconnecting. Yes, it did. And I don't know why. All right. I'm not touching anything. YouTube does that. I don't know why it does it, but YouTube does that. I just close it off and I go back in. Hey, Ken, how you doing? When I'm watching a YouTube live video and it does that, I just close it and go back in. I'm still on. Something went wrong. Tap to retry. This is just so ridiculous. Wow, Brad Dell, rare interview. I gotta see that later. I'm gonna add this to watch later. Okay, we're still on. Alright, so I don't know what, I just don't understand all the bad things that are happening. I tried that other app that Shirley mentioned, Emos, it won't run. Google won't let it run. Yes, I'm here. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, Dean. Yep, there I am. And I ordered my food twice. Yeah, I'm back. Thank you. I ordered my food twice. I gave the order to Wen. It disappeared. I went in and said, "Where's my food?" The lady said, "What'd you order?" I wrote it again on the second thing. I don't know what's taking them so long. They're just being weird. Yeah. Buffering a bit. Rob says, I'm using the same connection that I always use for everything out here, you know. I just don't know what to tell you. But I lowered the resolution. Deep cleansing breath. Yeah, you're right about that. What a day to quit drinking, huh? Drinking the herbal tea that I got from Bali. Boy, is it good. It's really, really good. Got that lemongrass and stuff in it. But, 我点菜，没有电啊，对啊，
你点什么？
没有关系，你很忙啊。
不是，你点什么？喂
That's okay. This Wen-Wen's behind. She wants to say hi. She's on the phone here,
Hey,
so
Emma.
here it comes. Oh, Lila, here it
Hey.
comes. Okay, check this out, guys. Oh, 谢谢。Okay, finally, yes, here we go. Now, I got the spring rolls, and what you do is you take some of the lettuce and some of the basil. Hey, Rob. All right. Oh, you're saying hi to Wen. Sorry about that. Yeah, a little bit of a lag, guys. She's busy, so you put the basil. Excuse me, I got an itch. Basil and stuff on the vegetable, and you roll it like this, and then dip it in this sauce, and hopefully it doesn't drip on your shirt, and then that's what you do. Need the tissues. Oh yeah. Now that is good. That's good. Now I don't see how many people are viewing. It shows 2 here, but I think we have more than that. So, anyway, it is the Vietnam spring rolls. Here they are. And those are the vegetables over there. And they got cucumber slices. So a lot of times they run out of the leafy vegetables. And it's important. This is the holy basil, or Thai basil as they call it. You know, this isn't like European, like you'd use in Italian dishes. Not that same kind of basil. All right, and so you wrap it up. The spring rolls inside with the basil. Here's the sauce. It's really nice. All right. Just checking to see if there's any messages I need to look at. I guess we're okay. I'm going to turn off the iPhone because even though I'm not looking at the video, it does eat a little bit of the bandwidth. So Dean says it looks better than the protein bar I just had. Well, I can assure you from my protein bar experiences in the United States that it is better. It is better. Now, the other thing is if you run out of this leafy vegetable, you can just take some pieces of the basil. It's really, really aromatic. You just take some pieces of basil and wrap like that. So. Oh. You must be looking in landscape mode, right? When you look in portrait mode, then it's a box underneath, but you could do that, I guess. I'm not sure what you can do. I mean, again, I hate to say it, but I think Broadcast, had it covered. You could have comments or not have comments, and you can make them disappear or not, and you can look in portrait or landscape mode and get different configurations. I mean, they really, a lot of people thought that they weren't too good, but I got to tell you, they have left a big hole in the live streaming community. Broadcast really did have it going on. They had a couple of issues, but if they ever got those issues fixed, they would have been a very, very difficult live streaming app to beat. In the old days, they had a lot of really cool content. They were like one of the first. And like Russian skydivers, were using it. And cool stuff like that. But then Periscope was developed, and before it was even released, it was bought by Twitter. I mean, I wonder how that happened. But it's always like that. Never, ever, ever in the history of mankind has the best scheme of any kind been the one that gets famous or gets successful. Like I've used this example before, but AM stereo, the AM stereo system that won was the one that had the most money behind it. That's the one by Motorola. But there was an AM stereo scheme that was even better, just invented by a couple of guys, and they didn't have any money behind them. And they didn't win. The government selected the Motorola system, and it's not as good. Periscope, can you imagine how good Broadcast would be if it was bought by Twitter? Of course, it'd be messed up by Twitter politics, but that's my point. I think it's too late for them. Here's the problem. Have you guys looked at other live streaming apps? I mean, have you gone to the Google Play Store or to the Apple Store and done a search on live streaming and seen the apps? They're all Asian girls shaking their moneymaker. That's all it is. It's meant to get guys to Google girls. That's all it is. There isn't any content on there worth a flip. And they're all the same. Like I downloaded one this morning to try to take a look at it. I thought it was promising. It doesn't even do landscape mode. Portrait mode only. And it doesn't do the back camera. It only does the front camera. So it's totally nothing more than. Stop doing this. Just stop doing this. Even Twitch. Has its stuff like that. Twitch is so focused on being a business and making money, though, that it doesn't work for me. I don't need to make money from tips or subscriptions, And that's the deal with Twitch. Okay. Believe me, I know when it freezes. You don't have to tell me. I know because it says reconnecting. I'm like, oh no. I can't stand that. It is a shame that Periscope has become what it is, because as an app, Periscope ticks most of the boxes. The one that doesn't tick is to be able to repurpose your broadcast. You can archive them on YouTube. It doesn't let you do that, so. The basic functional problem that I have with Periscope is the September 30th, 2016 terms of service. And since then, they've sharpened it even more. Everything that you do on Periscope is owned by Twitter. They can sell it. They can make money. They don't need your permission. They can repackage it. They could edit it. You can sell it in an ad or whatever. So the other day, I saw some girl, doing original music. Well, all those recordings now are owned by Periscope. Now, they don't own the songs, but they own the embodiment, which is the recordings. And there's nothing she can do about it. They could do an album if they want to and sell it and make money. And she can't do anything about it. She owns the songs, but they don't necessarily have to pay her for that, see. It's really bad. I started Taiwan Live TV, the website, so I could put my Periscope broadcast there and introduce Taiwan and have a place where people wouldn't have to sift through them to find them. And introduce Taiwan to the rest of the world through live streaming. And the September 30th, 2016 terms of service put an end to that. You're not allowed to screen record your own Periscope. See, all these guys like Jonathan J.K., they screen cap everything and upload it to YouTube. They don't understand it. It's a flagrant violation of the rules, and one of these days they're going to get caught and they're going to get kicked off the platform. You're not supposed to do that. It's called scraping. And I know all about it because I've had a blog for over 10 years, and I've been scraped dozens and dozens and dozens of times. I've filled out so many DCIM takedowns, it's not funny, where people scrape entire articles, and like even Uber stole one of my photographs for an ad in the Philippines. It's just like, so even if it's your content, to Periscope, it's scraping if you use anything except two things. A, the Twitter experience, which means it has to be in a timeline, or it has to be the Twitter embed, which is ridiculous. It looks like it's from 2008. The Twitter embed, it's 300 pixels wide, it's square. So with your landscape reporter, it doesn't matter, it's just a square. It's designed to drive traffic to their site and to their app, not to yours. The second thing is Twitter delivery systems. So that's why you can't record your Periscope and put it on YouTube, because that's not a Twitter delivery system, that's a YouTube delivery system. It's a Google delivery system. It's their arch enemy. And so that's the real reason. I started getting pissed off at Periscope because of the principle, because they don't do anything. But you're right about it. It was a good question. Let me read the whole question. You've probably discussed this 1,000 times, but what is the basic functional problem you have with Periscope where you refuse to use it on principle? Part of the problem is what it's become, and how people are using it to do debased things for money. Just don't want to associate with that. You know what I mean? There are so many, like, I'll tell you what I saw. I'll just tell you what. The week Super Hearts came out, I was browsing through scope titles, and one of them said Super Tits for Super Hearts, and I was like, see, there you go. I told you. That guy's still there. We haven't had any comments for a few minutes. That could be good. Could mean you're just listening, but could mean everybody's gone. So it's like, you just don't want to, at least I don't, want to associate with that element. And one thing about broadcast is there was none of it on there. Okay, thank you. There was none of that on there. And I was telling people that. Thank you. Super Hearts is a bad idea. I'm going to encourage women to strip. And 24 hours later, I saw scopes, thank you, with men offering super hearts to women to strip. So I think at the very beginning, well, yeah, I know what you mean. I got to go pretty soon. I'm actually losing the battery on my Wi-Fi box. Let's take this discussion up later this week. But Periscope's not out of the question. But if I do something epic on it, I can't screen record it. I can't put it on my website. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to use it for anything on Taiwan Live because I would go to some temple and scope something would be really cool. And I wanted to put it on my website. I couldn't do it. That's why I've been looking, and I think YouTube's the place to go. Now I've got a red light on my box. Doesn't look red, but it is. So I'm running out of battery, and I wanted it to end pretty soon anyway. So thanks you guys so much for joining, and let's pick up this discussion. What I'll do is I'll make a couple of notes, and we can talk about this a little more. But Periscope would work technically. Just there are a lot of trolls, or a lot of idiots, and we have these discussions and nobody asks stupid questions. You know what I mean? And I started getting into, why did you leave America and what's wrong with America and those kind of things. It just started, after a while, it's just irritating, you know what I'm saying? So thank you, Sylvia. Thank you guys so much. All right, big finger time. I think I'm going to erase the other two. I'm not sure. I'll leave them up for a while, but I'm not sure if I'm going to leave them up that long because we had technical issues. I want to look at them and see how bad they were. So here comes the finger. Thank you guys. Take care now. Bye-bye.